Hey, what's up, everybody? So, today I would like to talk a little bit about the 100 Signs campaign. That's right, at the 100 Signs Drive. This is a campaign that involves your involvement. That's right, it involves you, and it involves me, and it involves everybody else. So, if you want to get anybody involved to do some direct action, this is how we're going to get it started, alright? And the purpose of this campaign is not only to give us a sense of unitedness, get a little solidarity built, because it demonstrates that we're able to use the internet as a platform as socialists, as leftists, to come together and work together to plan things and accomplish goals. It not only does that, but it also gives a lot of us who are shut-ins because of the pandemic, who a lot of us aren't really doing any real action or real life activities. So it gives a lot of us, that have either been shut-ins or, are new to activism in general, a unique opportunity to go out and build something and do something. And what better way to get involved and do direct action than to plant some signs in the ground? This is an easy way for people who have never done real life action or real life work to get involved, because the best part about this, you don't even have to talk to anyone, you don't have to approach anyone. All you're doing is you're making some signs and you're planting them in the ground. That's right, no human interaction involved whatsoever, of course, except talking to me and other leftists on the internet. So what you're going to be doing, okay, what are you going to be doing? Well, you're going to need three things. You're going to need one, your smartphone, camera, big whoop. Everyone nowadays has a smartphone or a camera. And two, you're going to need material to build signs. Get yourself some cardboard, get yourself just board, like a paper, like a thick paper board that you can attach to a stick and then nail in the ground. And then what you're going to do from there is drive around town. Number three, that's the third thing you're going to need, a means of transportation. You're going to want to drive around town and you're going to want to plant all these signs all over the place. And then this brings us to the next question. What will these signs say? And I'm glad you asked. These signs are going to say whatever the hell you want. There's some creativity involved. Just don't say anything provocative or inflammatory. Don't incite any violence. Keep it just a simple but direct message, something that someone on the road will see and it'll catch their eyes and they'll be able to read it within a second's time. Simple, basic propaganda. It can be whatever you want. A couple examples could include, socialism is freedom, healthcare is a right, jobs are a right, eat the rich, Stalin did nothing wrong. Take your pick. There's a lot of different things that you can put on these signs, but keep it condensed to small, basic sentences, small phrases. And if you want to make a sign that says more than like a very small, brief phrase or piece of propaganda, then make sure to plant them in areas where people will be walking around. So if you're in a densely populated area, make sure you put your sign up in a place where people will have time to stop and read it. However, if you're going by a bypass, if you're going by a road where people are going to be driving, keep the message simple. Generally, the slower that people are commuting, the more time they will have to notice and read whatever the hell it is your propaganda says. So what you're going to do is you're going to make your propaganda, and then you're going to go all over where you live, and you're going to plant them all over the place. And you're going to get these 100 signs out there. Now, does it have to be 100 signs? No. However, I do have a special reward for those who actually do go through with it. If you do these 100 signs, drop my stick. If you do these 100 signs, and you actually do plant them, and you take 100 pictures and you send them to me, and that's the other thing, take pictures of all your signs, send them to me, and then I can put them together in a collage. But yes, if you actually go through with it and plant 100 signs, you will get a free copy of the first 3 volumes of the books I plan on writing on a people's history of socialism. So, of course, they're going to be available in video form as I release them one by one over the coming months, but when I finally collaborate them or cobble them together in written form, you will get the first 3 volumes free of charge if you do this. Alright, so this is just a short-term action that we can all get together and do. It's a very simple campaign. And there's another reason why I'm doing this as well. The other reason that I'm doing this is because I want us all to demonstrate the ability for us to just get out and do something, the ability for us to go out and engage in simple action. It's easy to, be negative on the internet and complain about no one doing anything, or saying, no, now is not the opportune time to do this or the opportune time to do that. Actually, quite the contrary. Now is a more opportune time than ever before. People don't have health care. People are unemployed. The economy's recovered, but the working class has been hosed. There's a lot of things you could talk about in this agitprop that would definitely resonate with the people, all right? So, as I was saying, anybody can get on the internet and talk shit and wreck and tear other people down and sow disarray and call protesting a LARP and, spam gorillas and sun emojis in the chat while watching live streams for 8 hours a night. That's easy. That doesn't get anything done, though. We're gonna show the naysayers wrong, and we're gonna show that you actually can go out and organize and do stuff. And this campaign is the first among many, because it's only starting here, guys. But we're gonna have more operations in the future. We're gonna have more drives, we're gonna have charities, we're gonna have some demonstrations that we're gonna organize. I'd like to get a Comic-Con going in the future. That would be pretty lit. I would love to have a Comic-Con going where all the big communist YouTubers are just together in a room with a microphone. Get me, Angelsis, Jason Unruh, Finball maybe, get Leftism Today, Mason Steiner, Comrade Net, get B-Level, get everyone within our little community together. Have like a Tanky-Con or a Comic-Con of some kind. I think that would be pretty lit. But the point is that if everybody's so concerned about what we're going to do about BreadTube, how are we going to beat BreadTube? How are we going to win this war of BreadTube? And the answer is not becoming BreadTube, but instead rising above it, rising above the spectacle and getting connected with people in the real world. Because the masses are not with BreadTube. That's not where they're at. The masses are out in public all around us, living their lives and toiling and dealing with the alienation as well as the immiseration caused by the capitalist system. And more ever before, people are resonating with this kind of populist fervor. So, people will resonate with these signs. Get out there and plant those signs. And the ultimate goal of this is, I want to get media attention on this. I want us to have media attention on this campaign. So, what's that going to say when all these signs, advocating for leftist rhetoric are appearing in all these major cities and municipalities in the United States and even other countries? What does that say about our solidarity and unitedness? This is going to get eyes on us, guys, and that's the goal. It's to get eyes on us, and it's to get media attention on this, because people will start talking about it. Ooh, who's putting up all these signs? Who's doing this? Yada, yada, yada. See what I'm saying? So, it's time to do something positive in the community. It's time to get together. It's time to come together, because that's ultimately what our job is as socialists, as leftists. It's not only to educate ourselves, but it's to educate others, and it's to awaken people's latent political awareness so that people can rise above the current system as is and finally take destiny into their own hands. Socialism only works if people give a shit about politics, and most people don't care because the system makes it that way, because people have no control over the misery and terrible things that are going on in the world around them. They feel like they have no control, and the truth is that the ruling class thrives on that. They thrive on your defeatism. They want you to stay disconnected. We win when we recognize our collective power and interests and take the power for ourselves. The power is there for the taking. We just have to rise up and come together and take it. Strike as one fist and wage revolution. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Expect the next episode out on People's History of Socialism within the next week or so. I've got a couple other videos that I want to produce, but with that being said, peace out. Red salute. Anybody who's interested in participating in this campaign can reach out to me on my Discord at Fellow Traveler or through DSPS/Leftyville, a link in the description below, or you can hit me up on Twitter, or you can hit me up through my email. My email is xandermyers0@gmail.com. You can also find that in the description below.
I hope to get as many of you involved in this as possible. Let's make some noise, comrades. Let's plant some signs.